Belinda,
Do you know what time it is?
Boom shakalaka!
All
right, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
We've got a beautiful camera person today, Chaveevah.
I know, on a Friday afternoon in Lincoln Park, we are here, and it's beautiful.
Exactly, because you know that there's always something good happening on the North End.
And everywhere else in the Cedar Valley.
And
yes.
we are here to prove it today in Waterloo's historic Lincoln Park. It's 4th of July weekend, and there's a big celebration for Juneteenth in July.
Yes, yes, and hopefully we'll get a chance real soon here to talk to one of the organizers, Mr. Juneeth Celebration, and it's just beautiful out here. We've got people coming through the park. There are vendors. It's supposed to start at, what, 5 o'clock?
Yeah, 5 o'clock, right. We just wanted to be here kind of on time today to kind of show you them setting up and to kind of let you know what is to be expected when you come down here to social distance, because there is a pandemic yet, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the weather is warm and beautiful, but we have to remain mindful of that we still got Corona out here looking for us, so when you come, bring your mask.
Right, if you can social distance. But when we're outside, it's pretty safe, and so we feel confident right now that we're doing the right thing by being here and bringing this to you. So today we've got a great show.
Yes, we absolutely do. We have Pastor Belinda Creighton, who is going to be talking to us about any number of things, and including her awesome son, who was on our show just last week.
Right. Last month, we ran, there's a train, how nice. Last month, we had, we made it a point to talk to black men about the social climate that's going on here across the nation and across the world. This month, we're talking to black women and to get their perspective. We're starting out with the beautiful pastor today.
Yes, someone who has definitely been quite involved in social justice and civil rights issues, you know,
for a while.
Absolutely.
We're going to find out a lot more about her past and what she's been doing now to keep her busy. But let's talk about that last week's guest. Our last man to wrap it up was Representative Roz Smith.
Yes, right. Iowa Representative Roz Smith, and he really shed a lot of light on a lot of things that we were talking about on that same note with social justice issues, how things are changing in the legislature, and we had a great time.
We sure did. And it's kind of nice that we're starting out this month with his mother.
Yes.
And we can see why the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Absolutely.
Right. Yes. I see West B is here today. Hey, West B. Oh, he can't hear me. West B, come on over and say hi to us. Oh, they're busy setting up. We're like, come on over and say hi. Oh, okay, he is going to say hi.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
We're live.
Hey,
We just want to,
I realized y'all was live, so I had to leave.
Okay. Yes,
How you doing?
Yes.
Hey.
Great.
How y'all doing?
Good. We just
Good.
want you to say hi to our audience.
Oh.
Right quick. We're live.
Hello, how y'all doing today? We are here. Hey, the Juneteenth in July. It's going to be a magnificent event from 5 to 8. Hope to see you guys here as soon as possible. We would love to have you.
Yes.
All right.
We active,
Thank
be
you.
active.
We active, be active.
That's
God bless.
All right.
That's West B, and he's here doing his thing, which is great to see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want to talk to our special guest, and I guess Juneeth must be too busy to talk to us today. Do you see him, Belinda? No?
I don't see him anywhere.
Okay, well at this time,
Maybe we'll catch him at the end of the show.
I think I'm going to take my water too. At this time, we're going to have Pastor Belinda Creighton-Smith come on over, and we got to give her a big introduction, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. Like I said earlier, she is a woman who has been very deeply involved in social justice as it pertains to right here locally, nationally, civil rights issues and things of that nature. So it's just wonderful to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome, Pastor.
Thank you.
She and I grew up together, and she reminded me that we were in the same Girl Scout troop.
Yes, we were.
All
Yes,
right.
not too long ago.
Right. No,
when
not
I see
long
you
ago
and
at all.
see your smile, I think of your sister, Zarana.
Oh, Zarana,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, yeah. Just to talk to you for the maybe 2 or 3 people who might not know who you are. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what kind of things what's keeping you busy right now.
Oh my goodness, there's so many things keeping me busy. As you know, as you mentioned, I pastor a church here in Waterloo, Faith Temple American Baptist Church. So that's keeping us busy and being innovative in the way in which we worship. So we're doing a new kind of worship where we worship in the parking lot with everyone in their vehicles, like the drive-in theater kind of. And so they honk their horns to say hallelujah, praise God, thank you Jesus. And we have a wonderful time. It's amazing what God will do in times like COVID-19, right? So I serve as a pastor, been pastor in the pastorate since 1999. And I'm also a faculty member, adjunct faculty at the University of Northern Iowa. That gives me an opportunity to try to sow seeds of life into young people that are coming across my path. So I've really been blessed with that opportunity. I've been teaching there for about 6 years now.
Okay.
6 years, quite steady, on a class entitled American Racial and Ethnic Minorities and Diversity and Difference, and then Introduction to Women and Gender Studies. So right up my, where God has me placed. So I'm doing that, and then of course, when I have time, and I make time often, I'm a grandmommy, so I'm taking care of grandbabies and enjoying them. And then, of course, definitely whenever I can come alongside our son and help him and the stuff that he's doing, the work that he's doing in our city, I do that and serve on a number of boards with the NAACP. Have to give them a shout out.
Yeah, we know you are so
the work
so
that we
busy.
do there with our president, Latanya Graves. So yeah, we are quite busy.
I was gonna say, your plate is pretty full, and that's all a good thing. How long have you been involved in doing the kind of work that you're doing right now?
Oh my goodness, since a little girl.
Okay.
We were some of the first students to integrate the all-white schools here in this community.
Wow.
So at that time there was a school called Krieg Elementary School that is no longer in existence. In fact, folks who are here probably don't even remember anything about Krieg. But it was
yes, they do.
Oh,
There's
do
a
they?
lot of people that have been commenting about the
Okay.
different schools. We made a post the other day.
Wonderful. So Krieg Elementary, we were the first black students to go there when schools were integrated and trying to expose people to diversity, I would say. So we were there, and it was rough for us as children, but we're pioneers, and so we forged our way through that experience. And then I was one of the first students at West Junior, it was called then. West Junior High.
I remember.
Yes. And we had some challenges there. Broke the ground for some of the students who were traversed after us. But it was challenging. We walked out. We sat in.
Yeah, there's a lot
With a lot of history associated with that. We had a number of teachers who were not racially conscious and who were quite bigoted in some of the things that they did. So there were some hurtful memories, but there were some really good memories in the way in which the black students, the African American students, came together and insisted that we were being treated as equal.
All right.
So we have some comments. We're going to talk to our audience right now.
You know you can't give
So
the
good
pastor
to
a
have
mic,
old
right?
friends. Okay, we want to say hello to our viewers. And Amy Cass gave us the best compliment. She said we're all looking so fabulous in our summer flocks.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
Bill Speck says he's going to share on his wall, and he says thank you and thank you for watching, Phil. Chanel Berry says hi, and guess what Chanel said, Chaveevah?
Hey, Chanel.
She says we look sophisticated.
Oh, hey.
So
That's her favorite term for us. Sophisticated.
Right. And so we need for you guys to say, can you hear me as well when I'm behind the microphone? Can you give me a thumbs up, please, if you can? Also, Jim Gardner says hello. Our faithful Jim Gardner. He's also a pastor. And he was. So hi, Jim. And he says we look wonderful again this evening. Thank you for all you do for the community.
Yes,
Thank you.
Raya Shakur says, boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
Girl, we ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah.
And our ever-loving Michael Moore is watching with us. We just love him. Got to get him back on the show to get his perspective on all the
Yes.
social unrest. But of
Yes.
course, we have our Joyce Ann Wilder. What you got to say to her?
Hey,
Belinda?
Joyce.
Hey, girl.
Hey, all right, Holly Carter. Thank you all for watching. And Minister Michael Mohammed.
Oh, Minister
my
Mike,
goodness.
Wow.
We love you, White.
Yes, I
Yes,
miss
indeed.
you.
And his brother's birthday is on our list today.
Yes.
Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
I saw those babies growing up. You did too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And speaking of the babies,
It's
what
so
is
nice to be the people that connect everyone. So you know what I've decided, I'm going to sit over there because we got to get all these subjects talked about.
Okay.
So I'm going to gracefully carry this chair over there, and the microphone should work.
Okay.
And in the meantime, in between time, there was a question that was right on the tip of my
yes,
tongue,
yes.
and that was, speaking of the babies, what do you think about their level of involvement in things that are going on right now, as far as,
I am so impressed. I am so blessed. I would not stop, quelch what they're doing, because they're doing what they're being led to do by the Spirit of God. Folks will say that there is not a place for the protests and the things that our young people are doing, but they're doing what needs to be done. This kind of movement takes place on all levels,
Yes.
and different kinds of things have to happen. And even though I'm not condoning the violence,
No,
okay?
absolutely.
And our young people are not involved in the violence often. Sometimes they're provoked, and I don't like that either end. I don't want them tear gas, and I don't want them throwing bottles at police officers, because I have a nephew that's a police officer.
Yeah.
And I love him, and I want him around protecting and serving us.
Yes.
But I do believe that it's necessary for our young people to take control of what they have been called to do, which is to take to the streets and bring about a change.
Yes.
So I appreciate them. I applaud them
Because
for being moved.
They do have to take the lead, because
Yes.
we are doing our part
Yes.
in supporting them, and hopefully doing what we can with any platform we have. In
That's
church,
right. That's
our
right.
show, for instance.
Yes, definitely.
Speaking of being discriminated against, the young man in Waverly, is it Waverly Show? Right. I don't know if you heard about the
have
young
not.
man,
He
an
was
athlete
from
in
Charles City.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
Charles
he
City
had
High
to
School.
endure racist chants from Waverly Shell Rock High School
Yes,
during
I
a
did hear that.
baseball game.
Yes.
And it took courage and character to continue playing.
Yes.
And the referee, I guess, asked the young man if he wanted to stop the game because of the racist
Yes.
chants, which I think was a bad call on their part. There was
Absolutely.
too much pressure to put on a young man who's
It is.
experiencing so much trauma at the moment.
Yes. Yes.
So speak to that.
Yeah, and it's been happening. Attention hasn't been brought to it because there's been no support for people to speak out against it. I don't know if you remember, but there were times when Price Lab, at that time it was called Price Lab, and then it turned to Northern Iowa High School.
Right.
When they would go to some of the small towns
Well,
with
didn't your son
my
go
son, Ross Safari went there, Jimmy Hunter. They also were called racist names, right?
Yeah.
And so that there wasn't the support for the collaborative to speak out against it, the community to speak out against that. So I'm glad that Jeremiah stood up. I applaud him. And we have to begin to deal with these issues that have always been there,
Right.
but they've been covered by the ocean. And one of the things that I tell my students, and they always look at me, they go, Dr. Belinda, like and I'll say, it's in some ways it's a blessing that we have the president that we have. And then they just, they gawk him. I said, because what he's done is he's revealed the stuff that's always been there. I said, now we've got to deal with it.
Yes.
Now we have to talk about it.
Yes.
And it is almost, wouldn't you say, I mean, I don't like, we try not to get too political.
Yes.
But the fact that the man that killed George Floyd did it in the way that he did. It was a public lynching.
Yes.
And it was almost as if it were, he was doing it for the people that he represents that are hateful.
Yes.
I guess I worded that in the right way. So what we want to go ahead and talk to that,
Yes.
Chaveevah.
No, absolutely. It was, there are a lot of people who, myself included, who would not watch the video because we have become so sensitized to these things and the kind of emotion that builds up behind it, that there's no way to release it except in saying enough in whatever kind of ways that ends up being expressed.
And actually I had to view it, and I viewed it several times. It was, and I know that it's racial trauma, but I felt like, because I remember times when my sons could have been in that situation. It's like I had to kind of experience as best I could what that mama was feeling,
my God.
and with all the mamas who, Chamir Rice's mom, and Trayvon Martin's mom, Michael Brown's mom,
and we could insert any black man's name in there.
Exactly.
So we do want to commend Minister Corey. That's Michael Muhammad.
I think it's Minister Corey. He just hasn't accepted it yet.
I'm being prophetic. Okay. Well, Corey Muhammad is heading the leading the charge in taking.
Gathering people together to go and be this young man's cheering section at his games, so that he'll know that he has support in the community. As a matter of fact, I believe there's a game going on this evening. But his entire schedule, if you look on our Rocki and Chaveevah wall, we have it listed on there. So definitely, it'll be a good thing for him to know, and for these people who can't seem to get control over themselves to know.
And that when these schools recruit our children or families take in our children, they need to be prepared for this kind of thing and provide a buffer for our children. Because the reality is, in fact, I know of a young man who was recruited to Dunkerton from Illinois, to play on their football team. So we have to prepare them for this kind of behavior that will take place and serve as a buffer for them. If we're going to invite them and expose them to that kind of racial trauma.
Yes. And moving on, we want to shout out to Sharina. Sharina Salas for receiving the Iowa Women's Foundation Ovation Award for the great work she's done to make a difference in this state. Thank you, Sharina. Yeah, she's a powerhouse, a dynamo. We just love her. Okay, and we want to encourage people to like our page, Chaveevah.
Oh, yes, definitely. Please like our page. As a matter of fact, I don't know, are we broadcasting from?
We're on Rocki and Chaveevah now, and the music is playing.
It is.
Yeah, that lets y'all know it's going to be a party out here.
And I'm not going to do the cabbage patch.
Okay. Yes, but please like our
patch.
Like our page. Like the North End Update page. Watch us on Friday at 4 and Saturday at 10 on WCTV channel 17 or 79-4, depending on how your TV is set up. But just check us out.
All right, and we want to ask you, Belinda, the famous question that we ask all of our guests. I'm talking louder now because of the music.
Yes.
Do you subscribe to the Soul Town?
I think I missed the last subscription. We were subscribed.
You don't have that
but I don't think I have the new one because that does not look familiar.
This is the latest edition, and as you know, it's fabulous publication. This one is a shout out to all of our young people who have graduated from high school and college, just different, because there was not that outlet for them to, celebrate as they normally would.
And I have to check because I thought I had subscribed so to be an automatic on my card, but I need to check it out.
So how you check it out, and you can watch our show on the Soul Town virtually. All you do is press play. And you have to get your copy at thesoultown.com. Right, Chaveevah?
Absolutely.
Okay, and who else we got? It's birthdays.
It's time
we get to sing our birthdays.
That's why she asked that question.
Yes.
That's why. Do you have one of those? Don't you got one of them kind of voices?
There, it used to be there.
I remember. I think I remember. She's like a soprano, Chaveevah, and it's just beautiful. But we sing the Stevie Wonder version, and we'll let you do like a solo part.
Oh, that's such a blessing.
Okay, we're gonna read off some names. Would you like to start?
Yes, I would. Right here. Yes, I would. It's Daniel Belinda Chavez.
Yes, yes,
Frederick Cody.
yes. Happy birthday.
Tiana Carrasco. Oh, happy birthday, y'all.
Yes.
John Molseed. Hey, Felicia Smith.
Yes.
Now.
Hey, we're gonna sing like Felicia Smith knows today.
Yes,
Manisha Washington.
yes. My granddaughter.
Oh, Darwin Yarborough.
Yes.
Amira Davis.
Hey, my friend from Chicago, Amira. Happy
Hey,
birthday.
Amira.
And
Raya? Is it Raya?
Yep.
Shakur?
Yes.
Oh,
Our
hey.
friend Raya.
Lori Morse Linderman.
Yes.
Lori. David Rainey. Hey.
Hey, David.
Michael Moore.
Happy
Dr.
birthday.
Oh, hey.
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. Liberty Bell.
She's
All right,
a comedian.
Liberty. Yes.
Hey,
yes.
Liberty. Okay. Berenda Faye Colson Turk. Go
Yes.
girl, hyphenated.
Chastity Martin,
Chastity.
that baby
Pastor
girl.
Chastity Martin.
That's
Yes.
right.
And Mickey Hartwig.
Hartwig,
All
yes.
right.
Right.
Woo.
Happy birthday to
Happy
each and
birthday.
every
Happy
one.
birthday to all of
Happy
you.
birthday.
So it's kind of hard to sing with the
Yes.
other music behind us, but can we do it anyway?
We'll do the best we
We'll
can.
try our best. Know that we're trying our best.
Okay.
It's hard not to sing with that song.
Right.
Too.
We're right in the middle of the
This
party.
beat,
That's
though,
right.
So we can do it like it goes something like this. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right. You birthday people.
Yes,
We
indeed.
hope you
Happy
enjoyed
birthday.
that.
Happy birthday.
And you know, this environment is great. I mean, it's so
Yes.
festive.
Yes.
We hope that you come out today and enjoy Juneteenth in July
Yes. Yes.
at Lincoln Park.
Yes.
Right.
It's out here. I smell food.
Yeah, I see food.
I
They're
see
cooking over
vendors.
there. Right.
It looks like a really great time getting ready to jump off. So by all means, come on down. And
Yeah. Come on down.
that's right. Come on down.
So you're gonna turn off the camera, right?
I
Because
guess
we don't
I
have
am.
a camera person, and it's
So,
our turn.
are we going to say our goodbyes now?
Probably when you're over there, maybe. I guess yes. What are we gonna say? Oh, we got our water.
Oh,
No, we
okay.
don't have water. Well, we
yeah,
always
yours is
say
there. Okay.
keep doing more of what makes you awesome because
It makes us all look good.